I made a birthday cake with all his cheating texts printed on the frosting and dropped it at his job. My name Kayla. I'm 26. And deadass, that's exactly what I did. I ain't making this up, I ain't exaggeratin', and I damn sure ain't sorry. Not even a lil bit. That nigga had me twisted for months and thought he was gon' play in my face like I'm slow. Nah. So let me tell you how it all went down, 'cause I still think about the look on his face, and I be Logan every time. Okay, so first, back up. Me and Ty been talking for like a year and some change. Nothing special at first, just a lil link-up situation. I met him at my cousin's lil barbecue last summer. He pulled up wearin' these busted-ass Timbs and a fitted that was hangin' on by trauma, but he was funny as hell and had that type of confidence that made you overlook the broke vibes. He worked at that hardware store off Waverly, drivin' the delivery van and liftin' heavy boxes all day, so he had them forearms, you know, the ones that make you ignore red flags. Anyway, we started messin' around, and he slowly got real comfortable. Like, leavin' his charger at my crib, askin' me to DoorDash him food, even startin' to sleep over more than he was sleepin' at his own place. I was livin' with my homegirl Tasha at the time. We had a 2-bedroom in this janky-ass building that always smelled like weed and boiled noodles, but it was ours, and we was payin' rent on time even if we was broke. Ty didn't have his own place. Said he was stayin' with his aunt 'cause he was trying to save. I ain't question it too hard 'cause I know how it be out here. But what I shoulda paid attention to was how he never wanted to take pics. Like we'd be out at the mall or the hookah lounge, and I'd pull out my phone, and he'd duck like the feds was watchin'. I'm talkin' Matrix dodge level. Red flag number 1. But did I listen? Nope. Fast forward to his birthday comin' up. I was finna go all out, get him them black and red 13s he kept talkin' about, do a lil seafood boil, the whole 9. Tasha was like, you sure he worth all that? He don't even post you. I was like, girl, he just private, it ain't that deep. Lies. 3 days before his birthday, I'm usin' his iPad 'cause mine was dead, and this dummy forgot his iMessages was synced. Bruh. I ain't even mean to snoop, for real, I was lookin' up cookie recipes, but when that notification popped up and said you comin' over after work. My roommate gone tonight, winky face. I froze. I ain't breathe. I just clicked that shit. Then I scrolled. And scrolled. And scrolled. This man was chatting up 5 different girls. 5. One of them sent him a whole titty pic with the message, miss this? Another was a skin if he still had the hoodie she left, and I remembered that same hoodie sittin' in my closet like it was mine. Nah. I felt heat rush to my face like I was finna pass out. My hands got clammy. I ain't even blink for like 5 whole minutes. I ain't scream. I ain't cry. I just started savon every text, every screenshot, every nasty lil message to my phone. And then I got real still, and real calm. That scary calm. Tasha walked in and saw my face and said, oh Lord. Who finna die? I said, nobody. But this nigga birthday finna be unforgettable. So boom. I go online and find this bakery downtown that do edible image printing. I upload the screenshots, arrange M in a grid, and tell the lady I want M printed directly on the frosting. She said, all of this? You sure? I said, yup. Front and center. I told her to put happy birthday, cheater, in red cursive right in the middle like it's cute. Paid in full. Next I hit up Ty's job. He worked the warehouse side, but they got a front desk. I call and say, hey, I'm dropping off a cake for Tyran for his birthday, can you make sure he gets it? The girl was like, ah, that's sweet. I said, oh baby, you have no idea. Day of the drop. I get dressed like it's a holiday. Fresh twist out, lashes on, that crop top he said he liked. I walk in with this big-ass cake box like I'm delivering joy. The receptionist is smilin' hard and callin' Ty over the intercom. I sit in the chair like I'm waitin' for a movie to start. Ty comes out, all confused. He sees me, then the box, then me again. I smile. Real big. Happy birthday, babe. He's like, yo, what's this? Open it. He open it. Bruh. His whole face dropped. I swear I saw the blood leave his body. Like he got possessed by fear and shame at the same damn time. You could hear a pin drop in that lobby. Folks was leaning out cubicles. Even the UPS guy stopped moving. He mumbled, Kayla, come on, what is this? I said, it's your gift. A highlight reel of all the hoes you've been texting since September. Hope you like it. He grabbed the box and tried to walk off, but it was too late. This one dude, must have been his manager, was like, Ayo, this your girl? I said, was. Past tense. Then I picked up a cupcake from the side box I brought, took a bite, and walked my ass out like it was a runway. When I got home, my phone was blowing up. Ty, his sister, one of his lil side bitches even messaged me TALM bout, why you bein' petty? Girl, your whole existence petty. Bye. I posted the cake on my story with the caption, ladies, zoom in. It might be your nigga too. It went viral. Deadass. My DMs was full of folks tagged in their friends, sayin' I'm a legend. I even got offered a lil interview on some hood gossip podcast, but I ain't go, 'cause my mama found out and started talking 'bout how I embarrassed the family. But you know what? I ain't regret it. Not one bit. 'Cause for once, a nigga had to feel the consequences. Not just a lil argument or block kin him for a day. But something public. Something he couldn't control. Something messy, like he was. And yeah, maybe I took it too far. Maybe I ain't need to humiliate him like that. Maybe I could have just left. But nah. That wouldn't have satisfied the part of me that stayed up crying when he ain't text back. That cooked for him when I was broke. That kept quiet when he said I was too emotional every time I had a gut feelin'. This was closure. Frosted. And served cold. Ain't talked to him since. But I did hear he got clowned so hard at work he put in a transfer. Shame. Oh well. Next time maybe he'll think twice before texting 5 girls with the same WID. Or maybe not. But either way, that cake was delicious. So boom, after that cake situation went viral and everything, I swear my life turned into a whole damn episode of a BET show. I ain't even expect it to get that crazy. I thought I was just being petty, doing some city girl shit for closure. But nah, sis. That cake dropped like a damn bomb. 2 days later, I go to my shift at the nail salon. I work reception over on 54th, nothing fancy but the tip's decent, and folks staring at me like I'm Cardi B or some. This girl comin' talkin' bout, you the cake girl, right? That was savage as hell. My baby daddy ain't been right since his job senior post. I was low-key proud. But then things started feelin' off. Ty's cousin Jamal hit me up like, Kayla, why you had to go that far? My auntie cryin' 'cause they talkin' about it at church. And I'm like, yo mama should have raised him better then. But I ain't say that. I just left him on read. The real drama? It came like a week later. I get a knock on my door, open it thinking it's Tasha with some wine or whatever. It's Ty. Lookin' real regular. Hoodie, sweatpants, looking like he ain't slept. Kayla, can we talk? My first instinct was to slam the door. But part of me was like, nah, let's see where this go. I ain't dumb, I left the door halfway open and kept my phone on record just in case. He started rambling like, I messed up, I know that. But why you had to play me like that in front of everybody? My job on my ass, my mama won't talk to me. I ain't even do half the stuff you think I did. I said, you talkin' 'bout you ain't do half the stuff, nigga, how many titties gotta pop up for it to count as all? He ain't laugh. Just looked at me like he wanted to cry but was too prideful. I wasn't moved. I said, Ty, you lucky I ain't show up at your job with all them girls linked up like Destiny's Child singin' Survivor. You got off light. He ain't say much else. Just walked off, mad slow. Tasha peeked out her room like, that was him, huh? Nigga lucky I ain't throw a shoe. But even with all that, I started feelin' a lil weird. Like, yeah, I got my lick back, but now I'm sittin' here scrawlin' my phone alone every night while he out there actin' like he the victim. And what's worse? Some of them girls started linkin' up on IG. Like making cute lil inside joke comments on each other's pages like they part of a damn sisterhood or something. I'm watching this and I'm like, did I just help build a community off my pain? Anyway, a few weeks go by. I'm chillin'. Trying to lay low. But then I get invited to this cookout from this dude Jay I met back in high school. He always had a crush, always said I was too much woman for him back then, blah blah blah. Now he doing DoorDash and cuttin' hair on the side. Not impressive, but he had his own crib and a working car, so I figured, fuck it, let me go. I pull up looking good. Braid out perfect. Edges crisp. He grillin' burgers like he really trying to win me over. Folk slogan, kids running around. Then I hear somebody say, oh, hell nah. Guess who? One of the girls from Ty's texts. The one who sent the titty. She ain't say nothin' at first, just gave me that whole up-down look like I'm competition. But I could feel her energy the whole time. And when I went to grab a plate, she slid up next to me like, I see you still out here trying to be famous off petty shit. I turned, looked her dead in the face, and said, girl, if you don't take yo community nipple and go sit down somewhere. Everybody went silent. Jay was like, damn, y'all good? I was like, yeah, she just mad her titty went public without her making money off it. She walked off mad. Left in her friend's Altima with the spare tire on. That was the first moment I realized I ain't just hurt Ty, I created a mess I couldn't control no more. It was spillin' into every corner of my life. Every cookout, every group chat, every random follow request. People ain't see me as Kayla no more, they saw the girl who made the cake. Tasha tried to warn me. One night she was like, you sure you want to be remembered for that? I said, hell yeah. But truth is, I wasn't sure. Not no more. I started trying to rebrand myself low-key. Took down the post. Changed my profile pic to something regular. Even started going to this lil yoga class at the rec center just to clear my head. That's where I met Darius. He was fine. Like, fine. Worked in HVAC. Real job. Paid bills. Took care of his niece on weekends. Talked slow and real country, like he meant every word. I liked that. Made me feel seen in a way I forgot I liked. We started talkin'. Real slow. He knew about the cake thing though. His sister showed him the post months ago. I thought that was wild. But also kinda genius, he said. I laughed. You think it's a red flag? He said, maybe. But at least you honest about who you are. Things with Darius got serious quick. He wasn't Ty. He wasn't loud or flashy. He remembered my favorite snacks and held the door open like his mama taught him right. But part of me kept expecting him to mess up. I was on edge all the time. Checkin' lil things. Overthinking texts. He ain't even give me reason to. I just ain't trust peace. Then one night, I was cookin' and he came up behind me, kissed my neck, and said, I got asked to do a job out in Atlanta for a few weeks. It's good money. I want you to come. And I panicked. I said, why you trying to run away? You hiding something? He looked at me, confused. Like real confused. Kayla, what you talking about? I'm telling you in advance, 'cause I want you with me. But my brain already in defense mode. Like, see? This too good. He gon' play you too. I blew up. Accused him of talking to somebody else. Threw a whole pan of pasta in the sink. Told him get out. He ain't yell. He ain't argue. Just grabbed his keys and said, I thought you was past that. Guess I was wrong. I stood there. Alone. Again. Looking at the pasta steam up the kitchen like it was trying to say, dumbass. And that's when it hit me. I ain't just break Ty's heart. I broke something in myself. I turned into the person I was trying to get back at. And now every man I meet gotta pay for that cake. And yeah. I still think it was funny. I still think he deserved it. But I don't want to be the cake girl no more. I want to be happy. And I don't even know what that looked like yet. But I know it ain't revenge. It's peace. And maybe I'll find it. Or maybe I'll just bake another cake. But this time, just chocolate. No screenshots.